Thank you very much. You can reach me at jim@rule.ai. Rulai is a no-code AI chatbot designed for business users. And in fact, many of you may have ridden over here from the airport using your Lyft app, and if you had, and you had done your passenger ride review, you probably had a chance to use the bot that the service design team at Lyft designed using Rulai. So a little bit about the team. Our co-founder, Dr. Yi Zheng, was part of the first team to publish research on deep learning for language models working with dialogue systems back in 1999 and 2000. Fast forward 17 years later, this is the core underlying technology associated with AI chatbots today. So we've built a really great team. Bloomberg and Quid Research did a survey and big data research on 50,000 startups around the world last year. They chose the 50 most interesting. Rulai was one of those, and we were the only ones delivering enterprise-level chatbots. And I just came from a Gartner Applications Summit in Las Vegas a couple days ago, and Van Baker, who's one of their leading AI analysts, took a deep look at our technology and said we had the most interesting dialogue manager he'd ever seen. And I'm going to talk about why that's so interesting, because that's the brain behind a chatbot. The vision, our sort of simple vision, is to put the business user, the non-technical business user, in control of AI. And it's really critical in terms of them being able to design out their bots. I'm going to show you a video in a sec of our no-code design console. But basically, the idea is to take the business users and have them own and nurture the bots in a very powerful way. Typically, the market over the last couple of years, as I think Gartner said, chatbots, conversational platforms are the #2 most widely interested strategic priority for the enterprise today. Machine learning, I think, came in #1 at 55% in their survey. Conversational platforms, #2 at 47%. So there's been a lot of experimentation, and typically it's come down to major enterprises either taking their own developers and using someone else's code to develop their chatbots, or outsourcing their customer experience to a third-party vendor. And we think there's a different way to do this. We call it domain expert optimization of AI, but the idea is to put the business user in control of designing and nurturing their chatbots over the long haul. Many folks have been learning about chatbots. These are sort of the 4 must-have components of it. Many of the major tech companies have deep learning-based natural language understanding corpus modules, and so do we. We've developed it over years. But there has not been a lot of innovation in the dialogue manager. And like I said, this is the core brain of the bot, the thing that really takes all the task workflows, brings them together to scale up to non-linear, complex dialogue workflows that take up typically a large percentage of people's contact center issue rankings. And this is something that Rulai has developed that is really differentiated along with our no-code design UI. So I'm going to play a video here now of the console and a business user. We built this up for an online travel agency around a complex use case of flight search. So you come in and you title it a task, book a flight, and you start dragging and dropping these modules on the, I guess it's your right, and it gives the service design professional a very deep palette of modules to build out these complex task workflows. So I'm building out this flight search task, and I'm putting in, here's the response to, I want to book a flight. It's very deterministic. But then you can start doing some really interesting and dynamic things, building out custom entities around airport codes within this flight search task. I'm sorry. We're out of time? Okay, well, we're almost there. So the values match to the user, and in this case, they're booking a San Jose code. It's 1 more minute here. You're gonna have to drag me off the stage, dude. Here's the complex sort of Lucid-like flow chart. And you can build this module in a very powerful way. You can add REST API calls. So the idea here is you really can take control in a no-code environment and build out your task workflows. So I'll skip to the final thing, which is we'd love to build PSCs with all of you guys. We have a number of them that we're working on with the corporate travel partners. We offer you a 60-day free trial in the console, and then we come out of it after we've determined the efficacy with a pay-per-performance model where you're only paying based on the business outcomes you're designing. So we'd love to talk to you over at our booth, and we can actually finish off the video for this 3-minute thing that used to be a 4-minute thing. Thanks, guys.